What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 92 of the Gay Game Podcast, where we talk everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Grassani, joined us on Cunningham, Alex Reich, Marcellus, Murdock, and Sam Morell. If you're listening to the podcast right now on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts, and you can watch the soundcast right now on YouTube. Also sure to follow us on social media at GetAGameIP. With all that said, it's time to get your game on. Mike, I want to say once again, that dancing was just...
No, this is my intro. This ain't dancing. This is just my intro. I was trying to know how I do like the double fist. I couldn't do it because I'm holding my phone.
I mean, Sam, do you have any thoughts on that? Do you want?
That's not dancing. I was just saying what's up. I'm saying like brotherly love, like what's up.
I thought you were dancing. All right, my bad.
You fucking imbecile.
That wasn't dancing. Don't worry. Because at first I was looking at Mike and I'm like, is he dancing? And then I realized no, he's just showing respect.
Oh, okay. I thought you was. Probably because it's hard for me to focus on that and
like, you can dance way better.
At the same time. All right, we got some great news here personally. Alex, you want to give us the news?
He finally got laid. I'm joking.
Oh my god.
That's what you call a buzzkill.
Listen, the buzzkill happened yesterday when I said in the group chat.
We can't even talk about what happened in that group chat. Alex,
we don't talk. Remember, guys, we do not talk about the group chat here on the Game On Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an unsolidified group chat that you guys cannot see behind the scenes. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
but anyway, Alex, take a guess who finally graduated.
I did.
Yeah, I'm proud. Let me say one real quick. Let me say one thing. I remember 6 years ago, this is 2016, like 2015. I remember the day I met this fool right here. He was observing a class of mine. And I'm like, holy shit, this kid's funny. That year later, I took this kid, when he got accepted to TCNJ, I took this kid underneath my wing. And like, everyone thought he was my sidekick. He was just like my right-hand man. Like how Adam was at high school. This kid took the ball and ran with it the whole time. Man, I made him into a man, but he took the ball and ran with it. So I'm proud to call him a friend. And my little brother, a little pain in the ass sometimes. You want to beat the shit out of him sometimes. Well, I'm proud he graduated, my boy. Much love, respect. We love you. And I know you better than anybody on this podcast. Let's just be real. And I'll shout with doubt, there's nobody in this world you had more fun with yours truly, getting in trouble.
Well, I think he hasn't met me yet, so we're not too sure about that.
We gotta set that up sometime. We gotta set that up.
Let these people know who you had the most fun with on this world. Who is the one person you had the most fun with on this planet? Let them know.
No, Mike, I'm not saying that. He probably had more fun with you because you probably got him wasted a lot of times. What I'm saying is he hasn't met me, so.
Well, we can't even do that. Yo, Adam. Yo, so Alex. You still think the Sixers going to choke next year?
Wow, that's a fucked up question to ask right after.
You celebrate his graduation like that. That would be like me asking you. That would be like me asking you at your graduation. I go, hey Michael, you think the Knicks are still going to be trash or nah?
First of all, the Knicks suck. I already know that. Shit, you gotta tell me. First of all, Sam has the worst team in the NBA right now, the Pelicans. Because that team is so bad, they only make the playoffs the next 2 to. They only made the playoffs They only make the playoffs every 10 years. That's a fact.
Hey, Adam, quick question. Did the Lakers win a game against the Pelicans?
Nope.
Oh, okay. What about the Knicks? Did the Knicks win one?
No, Knicks didn't win. And also,
okay.
Who has the Lakers draft pick this year?
Oh yeah, the Pelicans. And who took the Phoenix Suns? I'm sorry. The Phoenix Chokers. Who took them to 6 games?
And y'all still lost. Thank you. And Jose Alvarado is a bum-ass player. Let's be real.
Without Zion Williamson, but just saying, without a second
Zion
superstar.
Williamson's like their best player, honestly.
No, but he's still a superstar. We didn't have both of our superstars. We only had one of our superstars.
CJ McCollum is a superstar. What kind of crack you smoking?
You just really say CJ McCollum's a superstar?
He low-key is.
All right. That's the first leave of it.
CJ McCollum's good. He's not a superstar.
He should have been an all-star. If he was on the East Coast, if he was an East Coast, he would have been an all-star.
All right, I'm back now.
Sorry, I had to be Adam for a second. All right, Adam, what's on the agenda?
All right, guys, we're waiting on Marcellus to join us. We're waiting on We're waiting on Marcellus to waiting on Marcellus to join us, because we got some thoughts on the Mets, and we definitely want to get from his perspective. Do you guys want us to open with the Mets, or you want us to wait because Marcellus is joining us, but he's gonna wait joining. But do you guys want to open with the Mets and then hand the floor to Marcellus, or do you want us to start open with the Yankees?
Let's start off with actually some breaking news.
What happened?
Celtics beat the Miami Heat to tie the series up 1-1.
Yeah.
The Celtics won 127 to 102.
We're definitely gonna break down that game later on in the show. We're definitely gonna break down those series later on in the show. But let's open up with the Yankees and this thing. I mean, Sam, I don't know if you're gonna agree with me here. I'm not pretty sure you agree because you were like you've by far been like the big. We've been like some of the biggest critics like of the Yankees ever since last year, ever since the disappointing season last year. But when you look at this team, it's hard to deny they're on a tear. They are on a tear. They currently right now they're 20-10. They have the best record in Major League Baseball. They took what 2 out of 3 against the Whites. They took 3 out of 4 against the White Sox, who coming into that series were a really good team. I mean, the White Sox are struggling this year, but this is still like no shot. You go on the road and you take 3 out of 4 from them, like that's so small for you. And they took 3 out of 4 from the Orioles, which you could make the argument that you should sweep the Orioles, but again, it was on the road. And they really had a chance to that series. Unfortunately, the Yankees barely lost the last game, but guys, I mean, I've been critical of the Yankees throughout. I definitely have my criticisms of the Yankees team. I know you've had your criticisms of the Yankees. Marcellus, not Marcellus. Mike, I know you've had your criticisms of the Yankees, but really, when you look at this team and how they're playing right now, it's hard to find a complaint. It's hard to find a complaint.
Oh no, it's actually very easy because here's the thing, Adam. I said this to you at the beginning of the season. I don't care what they're doing right now. I want you to call me in July, in August, and still say they have the number 1 record. They do that, I'll be elated because then they've proven to me, hey, they're real. They're here and they should be winning. Because last year, remember how they started off? Last year they actually started off terrible. Last year they actually started off bad. But then they had that resurgence where you were like, "Oh, see, the Yankees are coming."
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. This year they never had that slump. They never had that slump. And last year they were never they never had the best record in the major leagues. Right now they currently have the best record in baseball.
I just still have my skeptics. I want to wait till July and August. Plus, Adam, after what I just saw from the Phoenix Suns against the Mavericks, I'm like, I don't care if you have the best record.
You have trust issues?
I have trust issues because, especially, Adam, you know the old saying with all New York teams. What can go wrong will go wrong. So until I see the Yankees holding up that trophy, I'm going to be rooting for the Yankees. The Yankees are my MLB team. But until I see them holding up that World Series trophy, or at least I see them in the World Series, I'm just always going to have that doubt in my mind. Like, yeah, the Yankees are good, but they're not great. Once they win the World Series, then I'm going to be like, yeah, this was a great season. I don't know why I worried in the first place.
Yeah, but
it's just, I'm always just going to still have that doubt just because of the past years with the Yankees and how they've been.
Here's where I'll disagree with you. Here's where I'll disagree with you. Yes, obviously you're gonna have to wait until October. You're gonna have to wait until that stuff. But again, if you want to say you want to wait until July, like that's fine. But I'm just talking about what they. But when you look at what they've done so far, when you look at what they've done so far, like really, it's hard to find any complaints. It's hard to find any complaints. You have to be happy with the way this team is performing so far.
I'm very happy with it so far. It's just I want to wait till July or August to 100% say, oh no, yeah, they're a World Series contender. Because we've seen teams have extremely hot starts, and then all of a sudden they just take a nosedive, and we're like, oh, so that hot start, that's not really you guys. Got it. And especially because Adam, you have to remember, like I said, this is an Aaron Judge contract year. He is going as hard as he can to get the biggest contract he can. But we know he's going to play good.
He almost had Sam, I don't know if you saw the games. He almost had a 3-homer game the other day. The only reason he didn't have a 3-homer game is because the Orioles and Cam Yards that stupid new fence.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying I'm just skeptical. And especially because one thing, Adam, how has Aaron Judge been when it comes to the postseason?
His postseason numbers have actually been pretty good.
What happened last year in the postseason with Aaron Judge?
Oh, he did. It was a wild card game. It was one game, but he was as he had like one hit that game. I mean, but he was not like prime Aaron. It was not prime Aaron Judge. But here's the thing though. Here's a problem with that logic, Sam. With that logic, when you look back at the postseason, is that it was only one game for like a position player. Like the best baseball players, like any game could go like 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. It's not like basketball where like the superstar players where if they have an off day, it's like a rare occurrence. In baseball, the best players do have their off days.
But here's the thing, Adam. If he has an off series, that's the thing. We've been saying
if you have an off series, and that's a different story. But you can't just look at that one game.
No, but that's what I say, Adam. It's one thing if you just have like one off series or one off game. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
But all it takes is one to start that train. Because here's the real kicker of it all, Adam. The superstars become superstars in my eyes, not during the regular season. I could care less what you do in the regular season. You can win MVP, good for you. It's what you do in the big moments, like the career-defining moments. What did you do in those moments? Did you step up or did you fall flat? That was one of those career-defining moments for Aaron Judge, in my opinion. That wild card game, that was one of those like, okay, this is like a career-defining moment. You win this game or you at least have a good game, you do well. But if you have a bad game, that's not looking good on you. Now, granted, the Red Sox made it to, what was it, the ALCF?
ALCS, yeah.
Yeah, the ALCS. They made it there. However, he needed to have a good game in that game. Now, he could make it up these playoffs. He could very well make it up these playoffs. But if he has a bad series, that's not going to look good, because then we're going to say, last postseason, that one game, he didn't do good.
Yeah.
This series, he didn't do good. maybe he's not really a superstar. Maybe he's just a star that performs like a superstar.
I mean, here's the thing though, Sam. It's still way too early to like have these conversations. I'll have these conversations. We'll have these conversations about Aaron Judge like when the postseason comes. Like that's what months from now. That's what months from now. Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. For those who are wondering, I'm a Yankees fan. I want Aaron Judge. I would love nothing more than Aaron Judge every time he goes up to the bat in the postseason. Always hits a home run. I would love nothing more than that. However, is that going to actually happen? I don't know. I hope it happens,
we'll see. We'll see. But the good news Yankees right now is that it's the thing though. I want them even no matter what they do up. What about October? Right now, they need either States, and I think that right now they need either States. I try to finish the season with the best record in baseball. Finish the season with the best record in baseball because here's the thing. That gives you home field advantage of the entire postseason. A big reason why the Yankees I feel like have struggled in the playoffs past couple of years is that they've always had home field disadvantage. Like look back to 2017 against the Astros, they had home field disadvantage. In 2018 against the Red Sox, home field disadvantage. 2019 against Astros, home field disadvantage. Against the Rays, home field disadvantage, and back in 2021, they had home field disadvantage. So if they can finish the season with the best record in baseball and secure up home field advantage, then that's going to go a long way towards helping this team make a run in the playoffs.
Okay, Adam. I don't like that logic. It's just for the sheer fact that it's I get to have home field disadvantage. However,
I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm just saying that they should be aiming to do that this year.
No, they should be aiming to have home field advantage, but even if you have home field disadvantage, that doesn't really mean anything because if you're a good player, you can perform great anywhere.
I agree with you. If you're saying that, if you think I'm using that as an excuse for the Yankees of short postseason past couple of years, I'm not. They still in my opinion should have more postseason success. But what I'm saying is that when you look at their previous history, if you could secure up home field advantage, then you have to do it. You have to do it.
Oh no, definitely. You definitely have to do it. Because it's that. It's that does help. It doesn't help a lot. It helps a little bit.
It helps a little bit. When you get to October, any help goes. I mean, Michael, do you have any thoughts? You've been a little bit silent so far.
Yeah, to wrap on what Sam said, Aaron Judge is a big money player, but he always chokes in the playoffs. He always chokes.
Here's the deal. In the playoffs, he has had his big moments. Remember, even though they lost the game, remember that big home run against the Rays in Game 5?
Yeah, but he chokes.
Wait, Mike, let me do a perfect example.
Choke is a strong word. Choke is a strong word.
Here, let me do it.
I just looked up his OPS. He has an 800 OPS in the playoffs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not prime Aaron Judge. I can understand that, but here's the thing though. He hasn't he has been A-Rod, for example. A-Rod was the guy who choked.
Is this a podcast or is this your show? You gonna let us talk?
Go ahead. I'm giving you the opportunity to talk. Go talk.
I've been waiting, but you jumped over somebody.
Wait, Mike, I think you'll understand this a lot more than Adam does, but I'm still going to say it. Think of it like this, Adam. Chris Paul, he's had a lot of clutch moments, including taking out the San Antonio Spurs in 2015 after they won the chip. Chris Paul's had a lot of big moments. But would you say that Chris Paul isn't a choker? No, Chris Paul's a choker. And that's what I'm saying. You can have huge moments in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. But you can still be listed as a choker, even though you have those big moments.
I'm not even sure I would call Chris Paul necessarily. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul has blown 5-2-0 leads and has blown a 3-1 lead. He's not a choker.
We're just arguing semantics at this point. Sorry, Michael, go ahead. Sorry, brutally interrupted you there. Go ahead.
Damn, let a black man talk. I think.
So anyway, like I was saying, Andre.
I gotta kill him. I gotta kill all these white boys in here. But all serious, Adam. I think Aaron Judge is a big money player. It's just I remember his rookie year, he had a great playoffs. He didn't have a good offensive playoffs. He did have like a rob catch in 2000. I think this was 17 playoffs, right, Alex? Because I remember me watching that game at my house. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
It was game 3, right? It was against the Indians. Was this game 3 or game 4 we watched?
I can't remember.
It was game 3. Because I remember me and Alex watching that game because Alex said fuck the Yankees every time they were playing. That's how I remember. But Adam, I think Aaron Judge has to prove to me, he is, don't get me wrong, he is the best player in the Yankees. There's no secret. He's the best player. All-around player, he's the best player. There's no secret. But here's the thing. And I know John Carlos Stanton wants that.
What you're saying, he needs to prove that he can, be the best player on a championship team.
He needs to be the best. He's the best player in the league. One of the best. He's the top 5 best players.
At worst, the top 10 player in the league. At worst.
He's literally the top 10 players.
He's right now having if he's not going to win the AL MVP, it's going to be Mike Trout. He's having an unbelievable year.
Bro,
I realize that.
What's it called? Aaron Judge is at worst a top 5 player. When did he get the top 10?
I say he's at worst top 5. He's at worst top 10. I'm not saying because you got Mike Trout, you got Shohei Ohtani, you got Fernando Tatis, you got Juan Soto,
I'm not taking Juan Soto over Aaron Judge. I'll take Aaron Judge over him any day.
I don't know, but I think I personally would take Juan Soto. I'm not sure. We'll have to revisit this because I don't want to start a huge debate. All right, but yeah, that's. Michael, do you have any final thoughts on the Yankees?
What's it called? Michael left for a quick second. I think he's going to come back.
All right. Another thing about the Yankees is that they have gotten is that Joey Gallo and Aaron is that another thing that's impressive is that they've really played this well while having three of their players three of their bats not give them anything. Of course I'm referring to Joey Gallo, Aaron Hicks, and I won't say the catchers. Because you're not expecting Kyrgios or Trevino to give you much offense, so you're expecting them to produce defensively. But let's see what they're doing. But Joey Gallo and Aaron Hicks have just let's just call it what it is. They just haven't been good. They have not been good as they've not been good as Yankees, and I really feel like on the trade deadline, I really feel like the Yankees need to make a move for an outfielder. I really feel that because Joey Gallo, God bless him. He's just, I just don't see it working out in New York. I just don't see it working out in New York because he's surrounded by a lot of I wouldn't say the same, but kind of summer hitters, those big power hitters Judge is that he's that, but to a T. He's either going to give you a walk, a home run, or a strikeout. I remember when he pitched it for the Yankees at the end of the Orioles game, and I'm thinking to myself whenever I see Joey Gallo come to the plate in a big time situation, I'm the best I can hope for is a walk. The best I can hope for is a walk. It's just I just don't see it working out in New York. Now I definitely think if they decide to move on from him at the trade, I definitely think he will get some Like, so, because I guarantee you, Sam, whenever the Yankees trade Joey Gallo, he's gonna go out. He's gonna go on a tear. Trust me when I say that. He's one of those players that like for example, you remember Sonny Gray? Sonny Gray looks like a pitcher. He came to the Yankees, couldn't handle New York. The Yankees traded him, and then he's currently tearing up right now for the Reds.
Yeah, but it's like, would you rather keep him, but then like he does nothing for you?
That's why I'm saying move on from at the deadline. Like I said, I'm saying it right now. Come October, Joey Gallo and Aaron Hicks, they cannot be everyday players for this team.
100%.
Sorry, Michael, can't hear you.
100%.
Which is why I think at the deadline they need to make a move for Andrew Benintendi from the Royals. That's a guy I'm really interested in. I think he would be a perfect Yankees. Great.
Can I say one thing about Joey Gallo real quick, Adam? Can I say one thing?
I mean, Ian Happ's also actually. Go ahead, Michael.
I think Joey Gallo is the most overrated Yankee player of all time.
Here's the thing, though. I wouldn't say he's overrated. I think he's overrated by a certain section of the Yankee fan base. It's more so the analytic guys. They slobber. I saw one. You guys are not gonna believe this. I saw one person on Twitter say Joey Gallo is the second best left fielder in all of baseball. I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, the statistics say that he is, so.
They'll throw all this the best. And you look at Joey Gallo's numbers right now, they just haven't been good. And they just haven't been good. And I definitely think, I do think he will go on a tear on a new team, because I think the Padres would be a great fit for him. That's use power hitting up there, but it's just not going to work out in New York.
Yeah, those fucking advanced analytical numbers are a joke. They make the players that aren't even top 25. I'm not lying, guys. If you look at just advanced analytics, I'm telling you, out of the top 10 players in every advanced analytical stat, I'm telling you, you'll at least find 5 out of the 10. Look at them and say, how the fuck are you in the top?
That's the problem.
20?
That's the problem I have with the analytics community. That's the problem I have with the analytics community. All right, but Yankees, we gotta wrap up Yankees talk here, because guys, we are so happy to welcome back to the show, Marcellus Murdock.
I want to recognize my favorite person on this show, who happens to be related towards me. No offense to none of you guys, because blood is thicker than water.
Okay.
And Marcellus, I love you. Congrats on your dream job, cuzzo.
That's right, bro. Marcellus, do you want us to announce it, or do you want to announce it?
Yeah, so I got a job with the Major League Baseball Players Association. So I start June 6th. Very excited. The position is quality assurance coordinator. So
you pay the money that
I'll be doing with the licensing.
We do all licensing and stuff.
$50K a year.
$50K a year.
Yeah, it's all licensing and stuff.
$50K.
$50K a year. $50K a year.
This mother.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So all we're gonna say is, Marcellus, we are so happy for you, and congratulations on your new gig with LBP. Congratulations on your new gig with LBP.
Yo, cousin, let somebody to your cousin, man. I'm in debt. Shit.
Right. Hey, I'll be back. I'll be back in Jersey too.
Yes. We gotta get I said for Marcellus, we gotta get the whole gang together. You, me, Michael, Alex, Sam, Chris. We gotta meet up over the summer. We gotta do something over the summer.
We go to Vegas. I'm down for Vegas. Sam's not 21 yet. He can't do shit.
Turning 21 in
Vegas,
October.
But
we can't go to Vegas in the summer, dipshits.
I mean, Mike, you looked at me. You thought I was 23. So
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The bars, they need the idea, brother.
All right, but
you know what I find really funny though about the job scenarios. I find it funny all y'all are about to be in the sport or something doing with the sport. And then here am I about to be either like a PE teacher or a fucking like basketball trainer making $30 an hour.
That is sports, though.
Like,
that is sports.
That's right.
We're all sports related in this crew. I could be a basketball coach or some shit. If I'm not doing my culinary shit, I go to be a basketball coach or a football coach.
I'll be the baseball guy. I'm the baseball guy. Well, Marcellus is
I'm
like
the
the
basketball
baseball
guy.
guy right now.
I'm a basketball coach and a basketball trainer. That's actually
me, Sam, and Marcellus versus all you three in basketball. Y'all have no shot. That's what I told Marcellus.
If it was me, Chris, and Alex versus you three, we'd get blown out.
We will give you guys 30 points. It'll be game 31. We'll give you at 30 points. We'll beat you at 31-30.
All right.
However, Mike, if it was me, Alex, and Chris, I think me, Alex, and Chris can beat you, Marcellus, and Adam just for the sheer fact that all I'd have to do is just get the switch on to Adam.
First of all, Adam will get the ball on our team. It'll be me and Marcellus scoring. So no offense, Adam.
All right, Marcellus. We gotta like shift the conversation here because the reason why because we asked you like if you could come on the show and we said yes, and that is like there's some bad news as Metland, and that is Max Scherzer is gonna be out for at least next 4 to 6 weeks with an oblique strain. So
Adam, you a dick, a low-key dick.
Marcellus, all we have to say, I mean, I got some thoughts on this, but you're the Mets fan here, so Marcellus, all I have to say is the floor is yours.
Yo, Cuzzo, I was not involved with this. It was the two idiots, Adam and Sam. They brought it up.
I already know.
I didn't bring shit up. I literally just saw it on Instagram, like before the show started.
No. Sam had nothing to do with it. Sam had nothing to do with it. It was all my idea.
It was Adam's dumbass that made him do it.
All right. Sorry for the brutal interruption, Marcellus. Go ahead.
And what can we really say? We're doomed.
Yeah, you're doomed.
We lost our ace. You know, we don't have DeGrom right now either. So, you know, this really this might get ugly.
Here's why it's like such a bad. Ugly. Here's the thing, Marcellus. You can afford to lose DeGrom because you have Max Scherzer. You can afford to lose Max Scherzer because you have DeGrom. You can't afford to lose both. When you lose both, that's really you're really gonna have to test the depth of your starting rotation.
Yeah.
Because you fucked.
No, I agree, but I just feel like that's definitely devastating news. You don't want to hear it. You know, we are one of the best teams in baseball right now.
And that's the reason why, because I'm sure you're looking at this as a Mets fan. It's like you guys have been suffering for years, and now the good, it's finally happened. You guys are legitimately one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. I remember I was talking to Sammy, and I'm like, the Mets, you see the Mets stretch. I'm like, no, the Mets are really good. They're like the second or third best team in baseball. And Sam's like, what?
Not anymore.
Here, I'm letting you know, and this is why I said to you, Adam, with every New York team, you have to live by the phrase with every New York team: what can't go wrong will go wrong. That's the phrase you have to do with every New York team. Because, and I'm just going to be brutally honest right here, and I'm a Yankees fan saying this. If I had to choose between the New York Yankees or the New York Mets to win me the World Series, I'm choosing the New York Mets.
Whoa.
That's how good their team is. Because the Mets are a better team than the Yankees. The Yankees have Aaron Judge, but the Mets just have such a complete team.
Here's the thing, though. Here's where I'll disagree with you, Sam. The Mets lineup isn't nearly as good as the Yankees. And that's because here's the thing. I would agree with you if Francisco Lindor was performing the player the Mets paid to be, but Francisco Lindor. But that's another thing I was going to talk to you about, Marcellus. Francisco Lindor lately, I believe has been struggling. Let's just call it what it is. The Mets lineup really, aside from Pete Alonso and Brandon Nimmo, those two have performed great, but other than that, the Mets lineup like really like has been like hasn't really like given you like what you necessarily would expect from them.
They're actually surprising. They're surprising me. I'm sure they're surprising a lot of people right now.
I mean, Jeff McNeil has also been pretty good. Jeff McNeil has been pretty good. Brandon Nimmo has been really solid. Pete Alonso has just gone off.
I was just
really
about to bring
start.
that name up.
That's the thing. Like Alonso walk-off home run against the Cardinals.
Pete Alonso, man, that guy is unreal. All I can say is
one of the best players in the National League.
He might be one of the best Mets that we have right now.
He's probably your best player right now. He's probably your
best player right now. I think so.
Yeah. And here's the thing I'll say about the Mets. This is why you guys went out and get Chris Bassett. This is why you went out and got Chris Bassett, because now like Chris Bassett, he has to step up. He has to step up. He is going to be the ace of this rotation for at least the next 6 weeks. For the next 6 weeks, he is your ace. For his next like 5, 6, for the next like 6 or something starts, he is gonna be your ace.
He's decent. I mean, he was
he's having a great start of the season. 2.77 ERA, 49 strikeouts, whip of 1.09. He's really like he's really had like he's been everything like you could ask for so far. He's been everything you could ask for.
And did you guys also hear that we're linked to Franklin Montas, I think his name is?
I forget who.
I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah. I forget who he is, but yeah, I believe the Mets have him like linked to because I got the notification today, but I just forget.
He's linked to the Yankees too.
Yeah, he's linked to the Yankees too. Who is it? Give me a. But really, like this is really like the Mets. They're gonna have to like they're gonna have to go they're gonna have to tread water for a bit. They're gonna have to tread water throughout the next like 6 months. They could like right now, if you're a Mets fan, if they could just play like above 500 baseball, just a little bit above 500 baseball, then I really feel like you sign for it. And these, I'll tell you right now, Marcellus, these upcoming games, let me check your schedule. These upcoming games are so crucial, because here's the thing. This series, because here's the thing. You've got the Rockies. You got the Rockies who are they're like a 500 team. That's who they are. But they got the Rockies, but then after that, they got the San Francisco Giants, like a really good team. Then after that, you got the Phillies, who I think even Alex would agree, an average team at best. Then you got the Washington Nationals,
bro.
And then you
suck.
The Nationals, and then look at this. Look at this. Look at this schedule in June. You got the Dodgers for 4. Then you got the Padres for 3. Then you got the Angels. Then you got the Brewers. That is a brutal portion of the schedule coming up. So right now, against the Brewers and against the Phillies, against the Nationals, you guys really need to get that in those series, because down Scherzer, down DeGrom, and going up against that tough competition, that could be where things get ugly for you guys. That could be where things get ugly for the Mets.
Yeah, I agree. But like Sam was saying earlier, this is all good right now, but come playoff time, or during playoff stretch, it's when the teams really show their true colors. So
that's definitely
looks good, and we've been through this before.
All right.
So this isn't really nothing to be excited about. My boys are looking good. But we gotta see what we do when the playoffs come around, baby. We gotta be in the playoffs, and we gotta keep it up.
If you guys don't make the playoffs this year, then boys, It's not gonna be fun. That's all we're gonna say is that it's not. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. But yeah, we gotta get to the hot take of the episode here. So Alex, really quickly talk about the Phillies, and then do your PGA Tour segment.
So the Phillies lost earlier tonight to the San Diego Padres 2-0. They are missing their big piece in Bryce Harper.
Oh yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he's on the injured list. I'm
How
not
long?
sure. I'm not sure how long, but it might be a couple more games until he's back. But something to keep an eye on is the Phillies' offense beside him. They've been hitting well, but the pitching hasn't been that great. So that's why they are what they are as an average team. And I think that moving forward, they will have a very interesting rest of the month with the pitching. And it all starts tomorrow night in Philadelphia against the Dodgers.
Yeah, you guys took 3 out of 4 from the Dodgers on the road, so that's
Mhm.
like that's like a. Give me a second.
Yo,
That's gonna be like.
Why you choking like that?
So I still haven't like 100% recovered from COVID. So I've been 100% recovered from COVID. So.
Oh, he's joking, just like his team.
Yo, Adam, you rub her up, okay?
All right, I will. But like I'm saying, like, I mean, you guys have a rough portion of the schedule coming up. Dodgers, Braves, Mets. I mean, and you subtract Jacob DeGrom, not Jacob DeGrom, Bryce Harper from this offense, and like with the Phillies pitching like what it is, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Adam, just be blunt. Don't say all this fancy stuff. Just be blunt. The Phillies suck. Without Bryce Harper, who's their main guy, that's keeping them afloat. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. They suck.
Right.
They literally suck.
I mean, yeah, they literally have nothing, and that's the disappointing. The Phillies, like I said before, they were a team like coming in that many thought could compete for at least compete for a playoff spot, and because they competed for a playoff spot last year, and so far they've regressed. Now I'm gonna put you on the spot here, Alex. If this continues, and let's say the Phillies have this type of at best 500 year, do you move on from Joe Girardi?
Yes, I would.
Ooh, that's kind of a hot take.
Not really. I mean, Joe Girardi's been just making this team regress more and more and more, and it's kind of gotten to the point where it's like
they had a real decent season. They had a shot to make the postseason last year, Sam. They had a real shot to make the postseason last year, and but this year they've just regressed. And I think if they do bottom out, then yeah, it would be time for a new voice in Philly.
Here's the thing, Adam. They didn't make the playoffs last year, and
they got better though. They got better. That's that type of season where, with the offseason moves they made, you would assume that would be a stepping point for them to take the next step this year.
Yeah, but Adam, it's you have to also remember those are the type of teams that are going to be surprise teams. For example, I'm going to use I like using basketball references because basketball is very easy for me since I know the history of it. The New York Knicks, the New York Knicks in 2021, they were a surprise team. The New York Knicks were the 4th seed, and now they're the 11th seed. They kind of regressed, you would say, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Sam.
Yeah, but no, guys, I'm being serious. That's what I mean. Just because a team has a really good season one year, don't just expect the next year to be so much better. You're gonna have to see it to believe it first. You can't just say because they had that one good season that they're going to be better. If they had a terrible season and then all of a sudden had a good season, then they need to have a good season twice in order to be a good team. You can't just say they're a good team because of one good season.
I completely agree with you. All right, but before we get to the hot take of the episode, Alex, talk to me. What tournament's going on in the PGA right now?
It's the PGA Championship at Southern Hills Country Club.
Okay, so yeah, Alex wanted to do a segment on it, just like a different master. So Alex, go ahead.
Just quick question. I want to know if you know this, Alex. Is Tiger Woods playing in this tournament?
He's playing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
But he doesn't seem to be doing well after the first round. He's not in the top 15. So it's going to be a very interesting second round for him. The one to keep an eye on is Roy McIlroy. He leads with -5, and he shot a 65 earlier today, which is a pretty good start for him. And it's going to be interesting to see how Tiger Woods develops in the second round, because there's been some talk that he hasn't been like walking or like hobbling much, and he might not be that healthy like walking wise, but it's just a matter of time and how he develops his game through this injury that occurred like a month ago or somewhere like that. But it's going to be a interesting rest of the tournament. I think Tiger Woods tees off at 1:40 p.m. tomorrow, so I think that's local time. So that's like, I think 12:40 our time. I'm not sure if I'm correct or not, but it seems like that should be the correct time. So there's definitely going to be some big time changes throughout the day with this leaderboard, and I think it's going to be a very interesting second round tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. And I'll keep you guys updated on how Tiger Woods does.
Thank you for that. I mean, like after Tiger Woods started off the Masters well, but now after he like struggled like during the second half, I'm like, yeah, like I definitely feel like I definitely wasn't expecting much from Tiger in this show, and I definitely feel like if you're one of those people looking that's holding your breath for Tiger Woods to win a major or another championship, I think you're gonna be holding your breath for like a very, very long time. So I mean Tiger Woods has had like unbelievable career. I mean, they really like established him as like a legend in the sport of golf, but I think we can agree that his time at the very least being seriously competitive has really like come to an end.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how many years he can play.
But I said for the fact that he's even able to compete at this level, like after like that accident he had, like it's like a miracle in itself, and it's another reason why we should like all like celebrate like Tiger's legacy. But I feel like him like winning a major is just like unrealistic. Again, I would love to be wrong. Like I would love if like someday like he wins a major and like I get old takes exposed like crazy, but I would love that to happen, but I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry.
I mean, the way he's doing is something that like no one could possibly think of. that he could come back from this terrible injury. But maybe he could win a big tournament in the next 2 years or 3, but it's going to be hard for him to get going again and being able to be himself before the injury happened. And I mean, as a fan of him, I definitely wish him nothing but the best, but it's definitely going to be a grind tournament by tournament whenever he plays. And I just hope he keeps getting stronger and hoping for the best.
Definitely. But Alex, thank you for your segment. But it's time to move on to the hot take of the episode. And again, like I said before, once he was back on the show, he would automatically have to go because he missed time. So Marcellus, guess what, my boy?
Oh, this is good.
It's your turn. It's your turn for the hot take.
What was last week's hot take? Who had it last week?
Sam had it last week, and he had a hot take that I disagree with, saying that if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks would beat the Celtics in 5, and I didn't agree with it, but he got approved, so he's currently undefeated so far.
All right, my hot take is, I think my hot take is gonna be on Chris Paul. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it on Chris Paul.
This is gonna be a good one.
So I just find it, I don't know, because Chris Paul, one of the best point guards, in the league. We're not gonna act like he's not. You see what we've done. We've seen what he's done in the past. This guy, man, I mean, look, he's been in the league for how long? 18, 19 years? If I think. Still no championship. Still has nothing to show for it. So my hot take is, do you guys think Chris Paul, you guys really think Chris Paul is Hall of Fame worthy?
Oh, he's still Hall of Fame worthy.
You guys think he really is?
Oh, he absolutely is. He absolutely is.
Marcellus, we're going by the rules of, the Hall of Fame in the NBA. If Reggie Miller can make the Hall of Fame with 5 All-NBA third teams, I think Chris Paul can make it with, 2 All-NBA first teams.
Yeah, he could still make the Hall of Fame. If
I'm just, I don't know, because
was terrible, in my opinion, that was overrated, can make the Hall of Fame.
Nah. You know what gets me mad though? People say Chris Paul's a top 5 point guard of all time, and I just don't see it, man.
No, he's. I think that should be said. Here's the thing, though. I've heard people say that Chris Paul is better than Isaiah Thomas. I'm just like, at this point, that ship is sailed.
That's blasphemous. That was blasphemous.
No,
first of all, I would defend. But here's the thing. Even though he had a bad playoffs, he makes every team he goes to into a winning percentage. You can't take that away from him. He does it.
But that's in the regular season, not the postseason.
But they almost won it last year. They almost won the championship last year. But
after the entire Western Conference decided to go into a full bodysuit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I said this many times. I think Chris Paul's a great point guard. But here's the thing. In the NBA, they measure playoff with success. If you don't have great playoff success, the NBA doesn't recognize you that much. Like, here's the thing. Barkley had playoff success, but he never won a championship. David Robinson, MVP of the league, had playoff success. Jordan, playoff success. Kobe. It kills me to say that.
Chris Paul has never had playoff success. He's blown 5 2-0 leads.
That's what I'm trying to say.
3-0 leads. And on top of that, Mike, he's known as Game 4 and Game 7 Chris Paul in the worst way possible. Every Game 4 he has played in, actually, Mike, I want you to guess, how many points do you think he's averaging in almost every game 4 he's ever played?
Probably like 15 points.
He's averaging 10 points in every game 4.
But hold up. You said a game 7 game, but I remember one game 7 game he played against the Spurs in 2015. And they beat the Spurs. That was great. And he played with a bad hamstring. That was the best.
That was the exception.
Played. I think that was the best player of America.
But that was the exception. That's the exception. Usually he chokes in game 7s. That was the one exception that he actually performed. But you have to also remember that was in round 1.
I see your point though. But but as I was saying, most NBA, if you don't have playoff success, you're not. They don't look at you as Hall of Fame worthy. Like Reggie Miller went to the finals appearance, had like good finals, like good NBA playoffs records. Never got out always got past the first round. I think that's what they do in the NBA nowadays. It's all about success in the NBA playoffs.
Well, I mean, Joe Johnson had success in the playoffs, and he's not in the Hall of Fame.
I think Joe Johnson is the best isolation player of all time. But let's get back with Marcellus thing. Do I think Chris Paul?
I don't know that. That's also isolation player of all time.
Well, he was an ISO player. You never watched Joe Johnson?
Marcellus, I'm so sorry that Mike just put that blasphemous take in your hot take. I am so sorry.
Joe, they call him ISO Joe for a reason, Sam, but best isolation player of all time.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Are you gonna take him? Are you gonna take him in an ISO situation over Kobe or Jordan?
I say he in the top. He's probably top 5, probably in isolation. He had the most isolation points.
He's probably like top 5, top 10, most definitely. But you said the best. I'm like, there's a guy named Michael Jordan. There's a guy named Kobe Bryant, and I know they can ISO very well.
Sam, are you going to try to decorate my Kobe skills, man? I've been the Kobe's with Adam. Please let this ignorant fool who my favorite player is.
Bill Russell.
Sam, don't make me smack the shit out you.
I'm sorry.
Julius Randle.
Your favorite player is LeBron James. I forgot.
Kobe Bryant.
Oh wait, I forgot. I've got your favorite player is Carmelo Anthony.
Adam.
No.
You know my favorite player is my foot going in your ass. That's my favorite basketball player.
You know what his favorite player is? His favorite player is David Robinson. That's right.
Hey, I hate David Robinson. My favorite player.
I'm sorry, Marcel. I'm sorry, I want to apologize on behalf of myself, Michael, and Sam for hijacking your hot take. You can continue.
Automatic gives an approval.
Yeah. Because that really was it. Because I'm looking at the accolades that Chris Paul has had. Yeah, it all looks good. But if you really want to go into that, there's a couple players in the league that I'm not gonna say they had Chris Paul similar accolades, but they've had some pretty impressive accolades and still haven't even been considered for it.
Hall of Fame.
So I don't know. That's kind of why I asked you guys what's really your take on it.
So basically, your hot take is that Chris Paul is in the Hall of Fame. That's what you're saying.
I'm pretty much trying to say that.
Is your hot take done? Is your hot take done?
That's my hot take. Go ahead.
All right.
Here's the thing. I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna go first, Adam. You're gonna go first, but I am also just gonna say this. I think another reason though why Chris Paul will be a Hall of Famer, and this is a terrible reason, but unfortunately this is just how it is. He's likable. He's a brother. People are gonna look at him and say, "Oh yeah, he needs to be in the Hall of Fame." Are you kidding me? Just because people like him. It's the same reason why people for the longest time said, "Oh, Kevin Durant, I'd take Kevin Durant over Giannis." Because no one was like everyone loved Kevin Durant, but no one was like, "Oh, I love Giannis." People were like, I'm like kind of debatable. Like,
now people hate KD.
Yeah, that's how Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is at least league wide isn't nearly as Chris Paul. I think Giannis league wide is more is more likable than KD.
KD is the most hated NBA player besides Patrick.
KD's among the most hated NBA players out there, I think.
Oh, now he is. But before, like, everyone was riding his dick.
Everybody was in love with Kevin Durant.
I don't know about that, but all right. But do you want me to go for my hot take, for my approve disapprove for the verdict? All right, here I go. Here I go. Here's the thing. I feel like this is another reason why I disproved Sam's hot take. Because Sam's hot take, he brought up a lot of great points that I agreed with, but then like his final conclusion like was just like his facts like weren't enough to back up like that conclusion. I feel like this is the thing here. Like Chris Paul, I really think like we need to like look at over at like Chris Paul's like say where he ranks like among point guards like all time, like when you look at his postseason success or lack thereof. But here's the thing though, like when you say he's not a Hall of Famer, he could retire right now and like be in Hall of Fame. Like he's going to be like he's going to be an absolute first ballot a Hall of Famer. Like he's been like one of the best point guards like in like the league like for decades. Like for example, let me ask you this. Who would you rather have guys would rather have Chris Paul or Jason Kidd?
Jason Kidd.
That's a hard one. Oh, that's
debatable. And Jason Kidd's in the Hall of Fame. Who would you rather have Chris Paul or Steve Nash?
Chris Paul.
Ooh, Steve Nash.
Steve Nash was nasty.
I'd rather have Steve Nash because Steve Nash.
Y'all know my reasoning on why I don't like Steve Nash.
Steve Nash?
He benefited with the rules change. He wasn't that good until the rules changed. Enough said.
Yeah, we all know that because I think you're biased against Steve Nash, so that's why you said that.
He has 2 MVPs. Kobe got 1 and Shaq got 1. There's something wrong with that picture. Let's just be real.
Michael, do not make me put you in the waiting room. But
Adam,
but here's the thing. Kobe was better than Steve Nash. All right, I agree.
Way better numbers. I think Kobe got robbed in 05 and 06. Nash should have been the MVP.
All right.
What about this, Adam? What about this? I'm gonna have a question for you. This guy, you guys remember, was really good, and we just talked about him. Who would you rather have, Joe Johnson or Chris Paul? Me personally, I'd rather have Joe Johnson.
Chris Paul. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not close. It's not close. I would take Chris Paul or Joe Johnson any day.
My man has 25,000 career points, and you're saying it's not close?
Overall, I would take Chris Paul. Overall, I would take
ISO Joe because he got ice in his veins.
I'm a Nets fan. Joe Johnson gave us so many great memories. I love Joe Johnson, but still, like we're not gonna. Still, that's not there. All right, but here's the thing.
You know what I realized about Adam?
All right, here's another one.
Every time Adam,
Who would you rather have? Gary Payton or Chris Paul?
Gary Payton.
First of all, you need Gary Payton. That motherfucker got no boundaries. Shit, you need Gary Payton.
Hey, who would you rather have? Who would you rather have? Walt Frazier or Chris Paul?
Walt Frazier.
I'd rather have Chris Paul.
No, Walt Frazier is an easy. Walt Frazier literally was a dominant.
But here's the point. Here's the point I'm saying is that there are a lot of point guards that, at the very least, are at Chris Paul's level or worse than them that are currently in the Hall of Fame. So that's basically the point I'm making. So if you want to take a conversation of where Chris Paul ranks all time on point guards, like have a discussion, like that's a conversation we'll only have. Because I said before, I feel like it's unfair that that we give like Chris Paul a pass, or like seem to give Chris Paul a pass for his like history in the playoffs when other players like Carmelo Anthony and like James Harden, like and to a lesser extent, like Kevin Durant, like haven't gone like that pass. So I'm agreeing with it. But to use that to say he's not a Hall of Famer, that is just an overreach. So sorry, Marcellus, I'm gonna have to disprove this one.
I just want to know really quick. Who's better? Who would you rather have, Dwight Howard or Chris Paul?
Chris Paul.
Who'd rather have Chris Paul over Dwight Howard?
Yes.
Dwight Howard.
Sam, what kind of regime?
That's a close one.
No, but Mike, Dwight Howard beat LeBron James with the same type of team that LeBron had. to face Kobe in the finals.
But Dwight Howard.
Chris Paul literally has choked more than Dwight Howard has. Plus, Dwight Howard has a ring, and he actually helped in getting that ring.
Barely, but you're talking to the Laker fan of the group. Fact. He didn't help that much. He really didn't.
But Mike, here's the thing. In Orlando, I would rather take Dwight Howard over Chris Paul. But are people going to say Dwight Howard is the first ballot Hall of Famer?
Hell no.
Exactly. So why should Chris Paul be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Do you know what he did? He led the league in assists 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Sam. Is Chris Paul a Hall of Famer?
He is, but he's not first ballot. Like people are saying he's first ballot Hall of Famer.
He's a 10-time NBA All-Star, 5-time NBA All-Star, like 5-time NBA assist leader. What else do you want? Like.
And Mike, Dwight Howard is a 3-time defensive player of the year winner, 5-time All-NBA first team, 8-time All-Star.
If we're talking
8-time All-Defensive Team first team and champion.
If you're talking about prime, like
prime-time Dwight Howard, I would take prime-time Dwight Howard over Chris Paul. The problem with Dwight Howard is that he hasn't had his prime was like way shorter than like Chris Paul's prime.
Yeah,
Chris Paul had a decade of prime. Just remember. From 2006 to 2000, Chris Paul had a decade run as the best point guard in the league. He had a run. He had a
really long run as like the best point guard in the league. I agree.
No, he didn't.
So 2015, he stopped being the best.
Steph Curry. I'm talking about before Steph Curry.
Before Steph Curry won his 2 MVPs, Chris Paul was the best point guard from 2006 to 2014. Chris Paul was the best point guard.
He was the consensus, but here's the thing, though.
During
those years, you could argue that Darren Williams and Steve Nash are ahead of him.
What you saying? Darren Williams is better? What's the better point guard?
In Utah, during the Utah days, there was legitimate
you smoking crack.
That Darren Williams was the best point guard.
You smoking crack.
Oh, Mike, can you please get off of Chris Paul's dick because it's like right now 8 inches inside of you, bro.
Nah, son. I just don't like stupidity. What Adam said about Darren Williams. That dude was.
I hate Darren Williams. He's part of the reason why the Nets had to go on so terrible for when I got KD and Kyrie. But in his Utah days, he was right up there with Chris Paul. He was right up there with Chris Paul.
Before he got hurt, Derrick Rose was the best point guard. Before he got hurt,
before he got hurt too, Derrick Rose was up there too. But the Grassani saying Chris Paul had a long run as one of the best point guards in the league. And by the way, guys, we're supposed to be we're in the middle of the
me and Sam are like.
Murdock. Sam, what's your verdict?
Wait. Before I give you my verdict, I'm going to just give the blasphemy off of Mike's face right now. You just said Chris Paul had 10 great years. I have a question. How many, I want to know, how many Western Conference Finals did he make in those 10 years?
Because he had a bad team. If he went to if David Stern would have made that trade official to Chris Paul to the Lakers, he would at least have 4 championships by now. Let's be real. Be real, okay?
Mike, you're just salty you didn't have the Golden State Warriors team in 2011 because that's what it would have been. And you know what I would have been saying right now? I would have been saying Chris Paul got the Mickey Mouse rings because they don't count.
You telling me now? He said the Mickey Mouse ring. Okay.
Sam, I really feel like you're trying to overuse the phrase Mickey Mouse on this podcast.
Yo, hey Adam.
This is my first time using Mickey Mouse.
You've used it before. I think you've used it.
You have, you dipshit. Both of you. Suck my left nut.
This is supposed to be we're supposed to be voting on Marcellus' hot take, and we just exploded to a whole Chris Paul debate.
Yeah, okay. So Marcellus, I'm gonna be real with you. Marcellus, I'm approving this hot take. Just
thank you.
I think because Dwight Howard is better than Chris Paul. I would take Dwight Howard every day over Chris Paul.
Prime Dwight Howard was a problem.
Yeah, and just this is my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree. I would take Joe Johnson over Chris Paul just because Joe Johnson was that guy. He was that guy, and he's not even in the Hall of Fame. And he has the accolades too. It's not like he doesn't have the accolades. He has the accolades to make the Hall of Fame. So that I'm approving.
Thank you, Sam.
All right. Who's up next?
Alex goes next.
Watch all these haters. All these haters.
Thank you. At least I got somebody that approves because I know.
All right, Alex, go ahead.
I approve.
Ooh.
There we go.
Okay.
The ball is in my hands. The ball is in my hands.
Let's see. Will blood betray blood?
Just so you know, his hot take is that Chris Paul isn't a Hall of Famer. That's what he said.
Isn't?
That's what Marcellus says, that Chris Paul isn't a Hall of Famer.
Here's the thing,
though.
My great aunt Ivy, his grandma. Let me explain. My great aunt Ivy, Marcellus' grandma. If I disowned or betrayed my blood, I will get killed, and vice versa. Adam, you luckily you have family that watches your show, brother, and you have family on your podcast. So, man, this is going to be extremely difficult to do for me. This is extremely difficult.
What about this, Mike? What about this? You know how Adam just tried to instigate you, basically, into saying disapprove just so that he's not on a lone island by himself? That alone should make you say, okay, I'm going to approve.
Adam, you my man. But you know what they say, blood is thicker than water. I approve.
Congratulations, Marcellus. Your hot take has been approved, and your record is. I think your record is what, 2-1 now. Yes.
Adam, you know what they say. You can't turn your back on the family. That's the saying. You know.
Bro, this is the funniest shit ever. This is the third time Adam has disapproved first, and then everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, I approve."
I did not think that this would get approved. I did not think this.
Adam,
so basically, what you're saying, Mike, is that you don't think Chris Paul is a Hall of Famer.
I think he's Hall of Famer, but you can't go against blood. There's a difference. Like Adam, you can't go against family. So you disagree with this hot take, but you can't go against blood. That's basically what you're saying. So basically, Alex, that's what you're saying. Yax, you think Chris Paul isn't a Hall of Famer?
I don't see why Marcellus would say it.
Wait, so then why'd you approve the hot take?
because we don't like you, Adam. We don't like you. That's why.
Are you guys approving Blasphemous hot takes just to spite me?
Yes,
Adam, I'm genuinely actually saying this is a good hot take just because this brings up interesting questions. Like, for example, Dwight Howard has a better career. Joe Johnson has a similar career, but no one's saying they're first ballot Hall of Famers, and Joe Johnson isn't even in the Hall of Fame. Like, come on. I get.
Here's the thing, though. Joe Johnson compared to Chris Paul, I can't give you that. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. I'll take Joe Johnson in a one-on-one with Chris Paul, and he'll own Chris Paul 21-16. That's all I gotta say.
First of all, they're two completely different. They're two completely different players. Like Joe Johnson's more of a scorer, and Chris Paul's more of a facilitator. They're two completely different players. That's number one.
Plus number two.
Number two, pretty much all Chris Paul's numbers are ahead of Joe Johnson's numbers. And I have to say, you're getting Chris Paul for not going during the playoffs. When is that? When has Joe Johnson came during the playoffs?
When he was on the Atlanta Hawks. When he was with the Utah Jazz and he literally hit the buzzer beater on the Clippers. What about the time in Brooklyn when literally Darren Williams was choking and they needed Joe Johnson to actually have big games? Remember any of those times?
I remember, but still, here's the thing. Does did Joe Johnson ever win a ring?
No, but did he ever have a meltdown like Chris Paul did? Does he the biggest choke artist when he's up 2-0 or up 3-1? No? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Did he have multiple All-Star teammates, or did he have just casual teammates and he was the only All-Star? Oh no! Yeah, that's right. Chris Paul had MVP candidates, All-Star teammates, Superstar teammates. While Joe Johnson had no one on the Atlanta Hawks, a Utah Jazz team that shouldn't have made it that far, and a Brooklyn team that had a washed-up KG, a washed-up Paul Pierce, and a Darren Williams who clearly was not ready for the playoffs. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. All right, so we're moving on, guys. We'll save this debate for another time because we gotta get to the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs.
Adam, I'm really sorry that I just owned you that bad. I actually feel bad now. I actually feel bad.
It's one of those takes where it's like I'm hearing so much blasphemy, so it's like in one ear out the other. That's basically what I'm saying. But we're moving on.
It was blasphemous.
I just feel like literally all of Chris Paul's numbers like are better than like Joe Johnson's numbers. Like how many All-Star teams has Joe Johnson made?
I think he's made like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 7. Chris Paul's a 12-time All-Star. He's a 12-time All-Star.
But here's the thing as well. It's like the All-Star game is mostly like media formula. It's like media and fan based. Joe Johnson's really not a known fan guy.
Oh, he's a no fan guy. Don't give me that.
Joe
But
Johnson
never called
literally
ISO Joe for like so many years.
Adam, literally, Joe Johnson left in a quieter faction than Tim Duncan did. Like
that's because he was what, past his prime. That's because he was past his prime. That's because he was like what, past his prime.
Tim Duncan was past his prime too, and he left without a word. But people still noticed that Tim Duncan was gone. Like who said, "Oh my God, Joe Johnson was gone," even though the brother scored like 25,000 career points.
He scored what 25,000 like career points.
Yeah, he's literally like top, I think, 30 all time in scoring.
Let me check. I'm looking up these numbers like right now. I'm looking up these numbers right now.
I like how we're still doing the hot take talk about Joe Johnson.
I love this because here's the thing. Like here's the thing. I really feel like Sam really overreacts to like bad playoff performances. He really like overreacts. By the way, you wanna know why? Joe Johnson hasn't made the Hall of Fame yet? Because he hasn't officially retired yet, dum-dums. He played a game this year. He played one game this year for the Boston Celtics.
My man is 45 years old. How the fuck is he not retired?
He's 40. He's 40.
40.
So here's the thing, Sam. You just used the fact that Chris Paul is a Hall of Famer to say, oh, Joe Johnson is better, which is wrong. And Joe Johnson isn't even eligible for the Hall. I say, oh, Joe Johnson isn't in the Hall of Fame. When he isn't even eligible for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sam. Your argument is just falling apart like this.
Hey guys, let me ask my lady something. Cerise, how you liking the show so far, man?
By the way, we have a guest joining us, Clarice. Clarice, how you doing?
Clarice, how bad is the show right now? If you want to leave, you can leave. It's blasphemy shit. See, guys, I have never bring a girl around the show to watch our show again because y'all just crazy. Like,
wait, we had a girl in here the whole time?
Yeah, she was quiet.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, she's just she's a spy podcast, so she wanted to come on the show to like observe and see how we do things.
Oh yeah, Michael is crazy.
All we're gonna say is, Carice, is that we really hope we're informed. We're not just like we're not just making you cringe.
Wait. I'm actually what? Joe Johnson still no. I swear I heard news reporters say that Joe Johnson retired.
He did. He came back. He retired and he came back.
He retired and he came back.
That's why he pulled a fucking Michael Jordan. He went into retirement. I thought he was still in retirement, and that motherfucker said, "I'm gonna come back."
He played his thing though. He retired. I believe he retired 2018, and he came back for one season. He played one game for this year for the Celtics.
Yeah. So Adam, my argument wasn't falling apart.
I don't know what that does for like his Hall of Fame eligibility though. I don't know what that does for his Hall of Fame eligibility though.
It pushes it back. If not, he just does not make the Hall of Fame, which again is total blasphemy.
No, y'all niggas want to say bless you? I sneeze my ass off. Fuck
All
you.
right.
I didn't even hear you sneeze.
All right.
I don't hear a big black man sneeze. Shit.
All right.
I don't know. Maybe because your hairline begins like 3/4 back of your head.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, at least I'm not shy like a little bitch because Sam does have his light on because he's ugly so fuck. He makes Free Willy look pretty. That's how ugly Sam is. You know what I'm saying, Adam?
No, I was just saying I don't have a light in my room, and last thing I need is you guys just seeing a dark image to haunt your nightmares.
Sam, we all know you fuck.
Right.
Adam, we love Sam, but he's the most ugliest guy in this podcast. I swear to God, brother. Yo.
All right. But we got to move on to the NBA playoffs here. First of all, I watched a bit of, like the Warriors, Mavericks, game one, and I love a couple takeaways from that game. Number one, the Warriors are just like they're right now my pick to win the title. They're just because here's the thing. Steph Curry at least did have like a great start to the game. I don't know how he finished. He did not have like that great of a game. He scored 21 points. 21 points. 12 rebounds. He was all right, but he wasn't like prime time Steph Curry. And the Warriors still blew out the Mavericks. It wasn't even close.
Here's the thing, though, that everyone has to remember: the Warriors just have so many weapons. They have Steph Curry, obviously. They have Klay Thompson, obviously. And then they have Jordan Poole. Then they have Andrew Wiggins, who people forgot Andrew Wiggins was an all-star starter for a reason this year. He can play defense, but Andrew Wiggins can still score buckets. I know some people who absolutely
despise Aaron Wiggins because he has
Aaron Wiggins? You mean Andrew Wiggins?
Andrew
what the hell is Aaron Wiggins?
Andrew Wiggins. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But with the Wiggins, because he was the first overall pick, but let's say no, Wiggins can play. He's a really like he hasn't like lived up to being a first overall pick, but the guy can play.
Plus, guys, we also have to remember they have their lockdown defender in Draymond Green, and then
don't get me started on my hatred for Draymond.
Then they have Jordan Kuminga, who's giving them valuable minutes. Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter Jr. is a really good player, actually. He just does not get enough credit. And then they have Kevin. And then they have Gary Payne Jr., obviously. But then
I had a question.
Adam. Just let me finish real quick, and then I'll answer. Then they have their X factor, in my opinion, Kevin Looney. No, Kevin Looney, actually, because Kevin Looney is their center, but he has championship experience. So he's actually a really nice addition to the team. Yeah. Adam, what was your question?
Yeah, whatever happened to Wiseman?
That man has broken knees every year.
Yeah, because he was their big second round pick.
Bro.
Second overall pick on that, not second round.
A big second round pick. Yeah, he would be a very big second round. He would be a second overall pick. Damn, he would be a big second round pick.
I meant not say second round, but I'm like second overall pick. My bad.
Guys, you know what I find really funny? Dylan Brooks says, "Oh yeah, the Warriors are getting older, so we'll win against them." And all I'm thinking is, the Warriors still have Jordan Poole. The Warriors still have Jordan Kuminga.
Yeah.
The Warriors still have James Wiseman.
If he could play an NBA game, maybe.
Kevin Looney still rocking good. Otto Porter Jr. still rocking fine. Andrew Wiggins is still going to be rocking fine. So where the fuck do you think the Warriors are going to be going anytime soon?
First of all, and as they was Here's the thing. That's without James Eisen. So like if he can like get back healthy and really become like the player they expect him to be, like this could be the start of like another Warriors dynasty. Let's be real.
First of all, I don't think the Grizzlies aren't that good next year. They won't be that good.
The Grizzlies, I think the Grizzlies are gonna be even better.
Bro, Mike, if Chris heard you right now, he'd be smacking the whole black out of you.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
First of all, Chris could suck my left nut. We love you, Chris. But I don't think Desmond Bain is that good, honestly. Kyle Anderson.
That's a hot take. Desmond Bain, that's a hot take. Desmond Bain's actually pretty nasty. He's on fire.
Dylan Brooks is a dirty player. Let's be real. Dylan Brooks is a dirty player.
I can agree with that. Yeah. I can agree with that. Listen, here's my thing. The only two really good players I see on this team are Jaren Jackson Jr.
and John Morant. That's the only players they got.
But here's the thing. Desmond Bain, he's actually a really good player. The person that I think is going to bring that team down is Dylan Brooks.
Thank you.
That's because Dylan Brooks, he just talks way too much trash for someone of his caliber.
He's not even that good. He's really not that good. He's an average player at best.
So you know what people are going to do now? People are going to come at the Grizzlies because of Dylan Brooks, especially because you guys got to remember the New Orleans Pelicans, they're going to be rising. The Minnesota Timberwolves, they're going to be rising. Those two teams are looking at the Grizzlies and saying, we want blood. Because those two teams are the young teams that are like wanting to be established.
Here's the thing though. Like, yeah, those teams are rising, but I still think you gotta look at the Warriors. They're still like at the top of like the West. They're still like at the top of the West. I don't see them going anywhere. The Grizzlies, I don't think I saw them going. I think one team that I could see like all right, that was whose dog was that?
Oh yeah.
I think that was Marcellus's.
Yeah, what's it called? I almost forgot. Also, Adam.
I think the most team that would be likely to fall would be the Suns.
No, but you know what the team is? You know which team is going to rise after they get all their players back?
I know the Pelicans are going to rise.
The Nuggets are going to rise because they were missing Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, the Nuggets as well. I mean,
imagine Nikola Jokic, but then they get Jamal Murray back and Michael Porter Jr. That
team's going to be nasty.
But here's the thing, guys. Jamal Murray hasn't played all year. We don't know how good he is after that injury.
But here's the thing. I think Jamal Murray's going to be fine just because torn ACLs really don't ruin people's careers anymore.
Bro, I had a torn ACL. You're going to lose a little bit of your athleticism. Trust me. It hurts. I tore it 3 times.
No, it's going to hurt. But here's the thing you have to remember, Mike. They have professional trainers and professional training every single day. So he's going to get his athleticism back a lot quicker than us, just because he has all the tools necessary to do it.
We'll see in October.
Plus, last time we saw him, he was averaging 50 points a game in the playoffs.
But that was in the bubble. That don't count. He was in the bubble.
But that just should add more excitement. And Michael Porter Jr. in the playoffs, he actually was really good until, he was really good until the Suns. So this is going to be an interesting team to watch.
Guys, I got one thing to say. Let's go Dallas tomorrow. I want to see Luka in the playoffs. I want to see Luka.
Here's the thing though. Like, I was considering betting that game, but I don't think that series is necessarily over, but before I saw that game, I just feel like I'm gonna say this. I think the Warriors are winning the series in no less than 6 games.
Listen, everyone gonna be acting tough when they up. So just be careful of Luka.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not saying Luka. I just feel like I mean,
you guys can't sleep on Luka.
Yeah,
honestly, he's the top 5 player. He's in the top 5.
He's a superstar. He's a superstar. I'm not discrediting Luka, but I think the Warriors are just the overall better team.
If he isn't the best player in the West, I don't know what to tell you.
It's debatable.
It's debatable. That one's a little debatable. Just because you also remember there's John Morant, and John Morant, you can make an argument top 5.
Luka, John Morant, it's tied between. It's like, well, I give Luka.
I would take Luka over John Morant.
Because Luka can play over anybody. He can score over big men, wings, guards. Guys, imagine if you have Luka and John Morant in your backcourt. You're winning 82 games alone. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, because I saw this what's it called? I saw this one TikTok. This guy was like, "Okay, we make a trade. I get Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic. You get John Morant and James Harden." I'm like, I got James Harden. The fuck?
Is James Harden even relevant anymore?
No, he's not. Anyway, so what's it called? Who? Now we.
Really quickly here, we gotta recap. Celtics. He tied 1-1. Celtics blew out the Heat in this one. So, guys, any quick thoughts on that series?
I think the Heat gonna win it in 6.
No,
with the way Tatum and the Celtics bounced back, I really feel like I think that series is going no less than 6 games. I really think that series is gonna be really interesting.
I think the Boston Celtics are gonna blow out the Heat these next 3 games and finish this in a gentleman's sweep.
Wow, that's a bit of a hot take.
Here's the thing. They don't got that NBA Finals experience on that Celtics team. That's why I'm saying the Heat. Because Butler has that Finals experience, and they all play together. And they can get Lowry back for Game 3 or possibly Game 4.
But
and
Michael, the bubble does not count.
It still doesn't count either way. But you still got Finals.
So that means there's no Finals experience because it was the bubble.
It still doesn't count though. Yo, Adam.
Either it counts because it's Finals experience or it doesn't. Like especially what Sam is saying, Michael.
But the point is,
say that Butler has all his Finals experiences and then say it doesn't count because this is the bubble.
I'm talking about Kyle Lowry. He all has NBA Finals experience. Don't y'all fucking remember?
Okay. All right. Kyle Lowry.
I'll give you Kyle Lowry. So suck my dick. There you go. Move on.
Mike. Kyle Lowry's injured.
But he still got experience. Am I right?
But he's injured, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you, bitch.
That's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put KG on the team. KG has championship experience. However, KG is gonna be on the bench the entire time because he has a bad knee, so he's not gonna be in the court. But he has championship experience. So
he's gonna win. He's gonna come back. I'm telling you. And the Heat are gonna win in 6. Think about it." Jimmy Butler is probably the best player, one of the best players in that Eastern Conference Finals right now, besides Jason Tatum. Let's be real.
I mean, he is, but listen, I'm letting you know, the Celtics are winning 5.
You want to put a little money on the line, my friend?
I don't need to put money. Listen, I don't need your money. I'm just telling you the facts. Celtics in 5.
Okay,
Adam, let's make a little bet on the line. No money involved. Let's make a little.
You say bet. Celtics in 5. I'll say Celtics in 7. I'll say Celtics.
I say Heat in 6. Let's put a little wager, a little friendly wager.
What? Yeah, I'll say Celtics in 7.
How about we all make a little friendly wager on the line?
All right.
Loser has to say loser has to say they're that person's bitch on one episode.
All right, fine. We'll say that. All right. So I say Celtics in 7. Michael says Celtics in 5.
I say Heat in 6.
Oh, Heat in 6. I'm sorry. Sam says Celtics in 5.
However, if it's Celtics in 6, I wouldn't be surprised. So just make sure that I'm saying the Celtics are definitely winning the series.
No, you pick the game. You gotta stick with it. Don't be a dick.
Wait, quick question for this bet. Are we going by the game for the winner, or are we just saying the team that wins?
The team that wins, man.
All right, team that wins. Teams that wins.
Okay, so yeah, Celtics in 5. But yeah, Mike was going to be calling me his bitch because I chose the Celtics to win the series.
Oh, we'll see about that. Sam, you my bitch because I beat you. You're my basketball bitch because I beat you in one-on-one already.
All right, Kevin, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Hey, Adam. Sam's my basketball bitch because didn't I beat him in one-on-one already? I don't remember.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
My brain a little fogged up a little bit.
All right.
Mike, I'm being dead ass. You want to verse? You want to verse me sometime?
You name the time.
You want to set it up? You guys want to set a rematch
any place, anywhere.
Okay.
Sam, I don't want to beat you twice in 2 months. I want you to be crying to your mama.
Mike, I'm letting you know, when I beat you really bad, I'm going to be doing the same exact thing you have been doing me for the past month.
I've been in the gym every day playing, baby. I've been in the gym working out, brother. Getting my game back. You got no shots.
Wow, Mike, you practice against scrubs that are like 5'4"? Wow.
Now, I play with grown men, bro. I play with real men. All right, Sam, if I beat you, don't be crying.
All right. All right. Before we get to the bets of the episode, really quick Stanley Cup playoff talk. Guys, did you see the end of the Rangers Hurricanes game?
Who gives a fuck about hockey? This ain't a hockey podcast.
Loss.
That was. Let me explain what happened.
That was a heartbreaking loss.
Because the Rangers
hockey?
were leading 1. The Rangers were leading 1-0 the entire time, and then Capo Caco. Sam, have you heard about Capo Caco?
Wrap it up, Adam.
Remember in the 2019 draft, when the Devils picked Jack Hughes first overall, the Rangers picked him, Capo Caco second overall, and he was having a really good game, and he had a chance, 6 minutes left in the last period. He had a wide open net and he missed it. And then the Hurricanes, they scored the game tie with seconds left, and then the Hurricanes scored again in overtime. So that's just a heartbreaking loss for the Rangers, man. Sam, go ahead.
No, I just know it's a heartbreaking loss. They lost in overtime. That was it.
Yeah, if you're a Rangers fan, that's just, you had a chance to really go up big in that series, and you just fell short. Now, the series over, not necessarily, but if you guys lose game 2, then you really are down bit. You're really gonna be down bad. You're really gonna be
hey, listen. I said Rangers in 5, so that means they just got to win the next 4.
What you know about hockey? You Spanish. What you know about hockey?
Listen, I just choose numbers and I say they're right, even though I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing about hockey. They ain't our sport.
Did you hear? Also, did you guys see the end to the Lightning Panthers game?
Adam, move on. We're gonna go over
the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are 2-time Stanley Cup champions, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions, and the Panthers. The Lightning scored with 3 seconds left to win game 1. Ask, go ahead.
Speaking of hockey playoffs, did you get a chance to see the Calgary game last night?
Oh my God! Did you guys see that game? 15 total goals. The Flames won 9-6. 9-6.
You look like I watch hockey. That's for white people. How many times I gotta tell you guys that?
All right, then shut up. Then shut up.
Mike, just wake me up when this is done. Thanks.
All right, yeah, all right. But yes, Alex, I saw that game. Amazing game. Matthew Tkachuk hat trick. That's that amazing game. But that's all we have to say. I mean, the game back to the Panthers. Heartbreaking loss to the Panthers. Tampa Bay's leading 2-0 as they head back home. I mean, as right now, it looks like Tampa Bay. I'd be shocked if the Panthers came back to win that series. So that's pretty much all we have to say there. I mean, really, Blues beat the Avalanche. They tie that series. I mean, that was a must-win game for them. Game 2 Rangers Hurricanes is tonight. Is Friday night, or is Flames is Friday night. So there we go. Hockey talk's done. Glad we got that out of the way. But time for our fantasy baseball update.
No one gives a fuck. I'm tired.
All right, you should give a fuck. Why? You wanna know why, Michael?
Because
you are currently leading Team Reich 108-97. You are currently reading Team Reach 108 to 97. We can't hear you.
Hey.
What?
I did a little. If y'all don't know Happy Days, I don't know what to tell you.
All right. But all right. New Jersey Yankees and Sam's team, New Orleans Pelicans. Very close matchup. I'm currently leading 215 to 171.
Basketball team for baseball, yo. That's what I want to know.
Ask Sam.
Because the New Orleans Pelicans are the best sports team, and I want to show that they're the best sports team in every sport. So.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Bro,
you don't know any baseball teams? Bro, I was always the New Jersey Yankees.
Bro, imagine Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson playing baseball.
That would be something.
Imagine Zion Williamson playing baseball. That would be like him on steroids.
He'd probably strike out every time.
Zion would probably be hitting home runs. What the fuck?
Bro, he would be the new Barry Bonds.
Yeah, without the runs.
Also the other matchup, Marcellus. Your team, Team Murdock, is currently trailing Team Kern by 2 points, 182 to 180.
Wow.
That's very close matchup. Your team has won 3 straight, by the way. Your team, Marcellus, your fantasy team has won 3 straight.
Yo, Marcellus has at least Marcellus comes on the shows, not like somebody else we know.
Chris, give him a break. He's currently very busy. So we'll give him a break.
Marcellus is working for MLB. The fuck? At least he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up because I asked him to. I asked him really nicely, and he agreed. So,
first of all,
it's not that I don't mean to join. It's just I'll be busy.
I know. At least Chris has been busy, and Marcellus has been busy.
I know. I just like fucking.
But you know what? We all try to do our best. Like that's.
I know. I just like fucking with Chris. It's easy fucking with Chris.
All right.
Hey, listen. ESPN, if you're watching, just hit us up so we can, have a podcast on your show. Just saying.
And can you replace
game on ESPN? That'd be something.
If we were on ESPN, we will get kicked off in the next 10 minutes.
That's the thing. That's the thing, though. Guys, how long would we last until someone says something that gets us kicked off?
Me and Sam had me duct taped if that happened. Because me and Sam say some crazy shit, we may get kicked off the air. It'll be like, well, do we still get paid for this episode? Adam will be like crying in the.
Can we move on to our bets, please?
Yeah, let's do our bets because we've just done another, 2-hour show.
All right, so yeah, let's do our bets before this goes too long. So, all right, so really quick here, recap last episode. I won my bet. I had Yankees over Orioles, Warriors over Mavericks. I break my lose streak. I had 17.42 points. Alex has the Marlins over Nationals, Blue Jays over Mariners, Dodgers over Diamondbacks. He nailed his parlay. He has 23.46 points. Sam had the Marlins over Nationals and Red Sox over Astros on the spread. He nailed his bet. He has 26.9 points, but everyone else lost. Chris had Royals over White Sox, Mavericks over Royals. His parlay was a complete and utter disaster. Marcellus had his bet. He had Mets over Cardinals, Francisco Lindor 2 hits, Trevor Williams 5 strikeouts. Mets beat the Cardinals. Trevor Williams had 5 more strikeouts, but Francisco Lindor only had 1 hit. So sorry, Marcellus, that wrecked your parlay.
Marcellus, I gave you almost a perfect parlay, bro.
Almost isn't good enough, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. And Michael, you had Angels over Rangers, Astros over Red Sox, and Yankees over Orioles. Rangers actually swept the Angels.
Fucking Ohtani let me down.
And the Red Sox beat the Astros. So you fell for Sam's bait, and you know what? It ended up biting you in the rear end. So
first of all, this is called hell because I was in first place all year round, and then Adam's new scoring system basically fucked me over. So Adam, go fuck yourself.
No, you have no one else to blame but yourself because you suck. All right.
All right. I didn't do anything. I just want to say that I didn't do anything.
Okay.
Nigga, you conned me. Shut the fuck up. Let's do these bets.
All right, to give an update on the standings, guys, we have a new ringleader.
Adam Grassani?
Sam Morell, you are back in first place.
Yes.
Nice 7-9 record, 108.65 points, most points I've almost for 9 stars.
Yes, where daddy belongs. Good.
Pause. You ain't daddy. I'm Cerese's daddy, but we ain't gonna talk about
it. Marcellus. You listening?
Marcellus is like dead asleep.
Marcellus, you fall into
I'm
second.
listening.
Marcellus,
I'm in second place.
You fall into second place. 8-8 record, 82.14 points for 8 stars. I remain in fifth place. 7-9 record, 76.72 points for 5 stars.
Wait, Adam, you in fifth place?
I'm in third place.
Oh, third place.
No, you said fifth place.
Oh, okay. Did I say fifth place?
Mike, you been
I'm in third place.
Mike, you been picking my bets.
Yeah, I gave you a good bet.
Yeah,
Just Lindor did
That's why I'm in second place.
That's why you fell, because Michael's picking your bets, and we all know Michael sucks. So that's why you've been falling.
Yo, Adam, you getting way too comfortable with me, bro. I'll smack the shit out you. Smack the shit out you.
All right, you want to know why you suck? I'll get to why you suck. I'll get to why you suck. But
wait, Adam, I want to know real quick. When was the last time Mike actually got a correct bet? Just in general, even when he does bets with us.
He got a correct bet last episode, episode 90, but he only added like 6 points.
But all right. Well, how about we do this for some real money? Then I'll start taking y'all seriously. Like I'm letting y'all warm up. I'm letting you guys warm up.
All right. We'll see. Starting up, but
Adam,
guess what? Guess what?
Last time?
What?
Remember, I was in last place at the beginning, and I came back.
Yeah. All right. We'll see.
Don't get
moving on. Alex, you are in fourth place. But here's the thing: you are in fourth place. 95.36 points, the second most points out of all of us. 5-11 record for 5 stars. Yo, guys, Alex is starting to heat up. He's starting to heat up.
So, quick question, Alex. Are you slurping off the analytics guy again, or?
That's the thing. Are you getting any advice? We may have to check his phone. Alex,
we may have to check his phone.
Alex, are you getting help again?
No.
Okay, so he's okay.
Okay. We believe it. We may have to check your phone after the show, but right now we believe you. So we'll move on. Chris is in fifth place, 6-10 record, 50.01 points for 2 stars, and Michael, you remain in last place, 5-11 record, 50.07 points for 1 star.
I'm coming back.
Hey, Mike. What bets are you taking? I'm going to take the other teams.
Go fuck yourself.
All right. So as usual, I go first, and I've been thinking, should I take this or should I take this? Because it's kind of like a risky parlay, but you know what? I feel like it's a parlay that makes sense. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the New York Yankees over the Chicago White Sox on Friday. You got nasty Nestor Cortez. He has just been amazing for the Yankees. I mean, we forgot to mention him during the Yankees talk. He's legitimately he's so far been a Cy Young Award candidate. That's how good he's been, and he's on the mound. So I'm going to take the Yankees over the White Sox in that one. And in my second bet, I'm going to take a big swing here. I'm going to take the Orioles over the Flames in Game 2. I just feel like those two teams, it's just like the bout about both drives. I just feel like the Orioles are just too good. They're not going to go. They're not going to fall to. They're not going to go down 2-0 in this series. I have this series going at least 6 or 7 games, so I just can't see the Orioles going down 2-0 in this series. So they're the underdogs in this one, but I think they will. I think they'll pull through. I've got the Orioles over the Flames in Game 2 on the money line. That's my bet. All right. So who wants to go next?
Let me go next.
Marcellus, you want to go next? All right, you're up.
I'm going next. I'm about to parlay here. I'm about to take the Braves over the Marlins money line.
All right, Braves over Marlins. Got it.
I'm gonna take the Dodgers over the Phillies money line. And I'm going
Ox's expense, but go ahead.
And then my last one, Tampa Bay against the Orioles.
Okay.
Because I need to get back in first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is going to be a big parlay for you, Marcel. This is going to be a big parlay for you. Finally break free of the curse of Michael.
Go fuck yourself before I smack the shit out of you.
All right, Alex, you're up.
Okay, I'm doing a 3-game parlay.
Go ahead, tell it on Marcellus. Choose the Phillies.
He got no balls.
I will not be going head-to-head.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all 3 games I'm choosing will be on Sunday.
All right, Sunday.
So my first one is, let's see, Braves money line.
They're playing the Marlins, right?
Yeah.
All right, Braves over Marlins. Next
is Padres money line against the Giants.
Padres over Giants. And your last parlay is?
And Yankees money line.
That's on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Who's pitching that game?
For which one?
For the Yankees.
It's Jameson Taillon against Michael Kopech.
Oh, okay. If you were to take Yankees, I would have taken the one on Saturday or on Friday. But whatever, that's just me. Sam, you're up.
All right. So I'm going to be doing a 3-game parlay.
Okay.
I'm going to be taking the Braves over the Marlins.
Braves over Marlins. A lot of y'all are on the Braves over the Marlins, I see.
I'm going to be taking the Dodgers.
Taking the Dodgers over the Phillies.
And I'm going to be taking the Warriors over the Mavericks.
Ooh.
That's ballsy, kid.
I know.
I was debating taking the Warriors over the Mavericks. I also decided not to because you could always I'm not sure. Even though I have the Warriors winning the series, I'm not sure if the Mavericks are going to go down 2-0.
Here's the thing. I think the Mavericks are going to go down 2-0. They're going to win 1 game at home. Warriors are going to steal a game at home. Then they're going to beat the Warriors in game 5, and the Warriors are going to beat them in game 6.
Okay.
That's how it's going to be.
Okay. All right. Do we have Chris's bet yet? No, we do. No, we do not. Let me text him.
The speak to Kansas bet, but we're going over time.
Oh yeah. What are we gonna give? What are we gonna give?
The Royals bet. Give him
No.
Royals.
What about this, guys? What about this? Let's try to help Mike out a bit. Let's give him the Phillies.
Are you nuts?
No. We're talking about Chris. Talk about Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Let's give Chris the Marlins and the Phillies because then he would be going up against me, Alex, and Marcellus.
I've got. No, we're gonna give. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give him the Royals on the money line, and you know what? I'm gonna be like, am I gonna do it?
You're gonna be like Mike and be a dick.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give him the. You know what? Screw the Royals. I'm gonna give him the Mavericks over the Warriors.
Wow,
and I'm gonna give him a
asshole. And
I'm gonna give a parlay. I'm gonna give him a hockey bet. I'm gonna give him the Hurricanes over the Rangers.
Wow, you're fucking. So Adam, let me get this straight. You won't let Chris verse Alex or Marcellus, but you'll let him verse me.
You're in first place right now. You're the ringleader right now, Sam. You gotta understand this, Sam. When you're the ringleader, everyone's coming for you. Everyone's coming for you.
Guys, shut up. We gotta do the show. Come on, shut up.
Yeah, we're running low on time. All right, Mr. Last Place, you're up. Move your finger. We can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
Don't be mad that I gave you home that 10-inch last night.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Mike, last up. Go ahead, Michael.
Everybody knows the National League, my Dodgers. I'm going to go Dodgers over Phillies. I'm going to do Yankees over White Sox. I'm going to do a basketball bet. I'm going to do Warriors over Mavericks. Steph Curry, give me 20 points or more.
Okay.
Can I change my bet for the Warriors?
You're changing your bet?
I'm changing my bet from the Warriors because Mike just did that, so that just kind of fucked me over.
Damn, Sam. I say.
So you have the Dodgers, you have the Yankees, and you have the Warriors, right?
And also I have Steph
Curry. Here's the thing, here's the thing, though. Same game parlay, that technically counts like as a bet. So Steph Curry, like 20 or more, that technically counts as a bet. So
take Warriors off and give me Steph Curry 20 points or more.
So you're just doing Steph Curry 20 points or more. Okay,
that's it. Not Warriors winning. I just need Curry to give me 20 points or more.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep my Warriors bet. And Mike, if you fucked me over, I swear to fucking God, you took the Dodgers, and you Mike, you couldn't. Mike, why don't you take the Padres? You couldn't take the Padres too. I'm a Dodgers
fan, you dipshit. That's my MLB.
No, but take the Padres, the Dodgers,
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Sam, you gotta think about this. Even if you hit yours, then even if Michael hits his, you're probably gonna hit yours because you two have similar bets. So, and you're in first place, so and Mike's in last place, so you really don't have much to worry about.
Why you always gotta be this?
No, but Adam, here's the thing. All four of us have similar bets. Me, Alex, and Marcellus are all taking the Braves. Me and Marcellus are taking the Dodgers. Me and Mike are basically taking the Warriors. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not taking the Warriors. So sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally.
And I also picked the. The Dodgers. He's in third. Give me 20 points.
And me, Alex, and Michael. Well, Ash is Sunday, but me, Alex, and Michael, we all pick the Yankees.
On that note, we gotta wrap the show up.
Yeah, so that's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. Michael, are you doing the outro this time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Michael, go ahead. Commence the outro.
Of Bitch Boy Sam Morell, by Adam is a Bitch Grassani.
So, are we gonna kick him right now so we can do the outro?
Yeah, and I'm Alexander Rich, Marcellus Murdock, myself, Cunningham.
No.
Adam, what are you doing?
The boy's twerking. He's literally twerking.
I can't.
God fucking damn it.
Adam, on behalf of the show, and until next time, till then, stay lit and we're out.